Welcome to this course, Facebook Ads Optimization, and this is going to be a very guided step for business owners and marketing professionals who are looking to maximize how much they are getting in terms of results from the meta advertising campaign, and also to reduce how much they are spending. Because if you can actually get to this point where you are spending less to acquire more customers, that is the point where you are going to be scaling your business and growing a business significantly. That is why I prepared this blueprint for anyone who wants to actually go into optimizing the Facebook ads. And there is difference between optimizing Facebook ads and also just setting it up. The common mistake is a lot of people just go ahead and set up advertising campaigns, but eventually the real result is going to be coming from how well you can actually monitor your advertising campaigns, how much you can track and experiment with different assumptions, and also to maximize your revenue and also reduce your spend. All this has a very direct impact on the revenue growth that you are going to be generating for the business. But for the record, there are some certain facts about Facebook ads that is very important to know. For Facebook, on monthly basis, there is over 3 billion active users. And this is a very amazing fact, which tells you the fact that you have over 3 billion people coming to Facebook on monthly basis. That's like, I don't know what percentage of population of the world. And also, you have about 79% of monthly Facebook users on daily basis from these 3 billion people. And also, there's another fact that is very amazing. Even in Nigeria alone, we have about 30 million people that uses Facebook on monthly basis. So these are facts to actually let you understand that maximizing your advertising campaign on Facebook is very crucial to the success of a business in these current times. Also, if you can actually focus more on optimizing your Facebook ads, that is the point where you are going to be getting the goods that you need for your business. Because if you have not gotten to that point where you can actually remove your advertising budget from the revenue of the business, that means you are not getting to that point where you are building a very sustainable business. And that is the goal that you should for any business. Getting to that point where you don't need to like take any other money from anywhere. It is the profit that you are making from Facebook that is paying for your advertising campaigns. That should be the focus. So if you are not getting to that point, you need to take optimization very seriously. And that is the point where you can get to that will enable you to actually make sales that will transform into sustainable growth for your business. Now let's jump straight into my meta art optimization. Then for the record, my name is Sherifdeen Sholeye. I'm a growth marketing specialist. I work with international agency that is based in US and Taiwan, which is called Growth Hackers, and we specialize in driving growth for businesses through performance marketing, rapid experimentation techniques. So these are some of the insight that I'm going to be sharing in this course. So basically, the goal of this course is to help you to approach Meta in a performance and data-driven way. So we are going to be learning how to scale our revenue, reduce cost per acquisition. So it is a comprehensive guide for e-commerce businesses, and it is for e-commerce business because I actually had a client who I taught how to run his own Facebook ads. But eventually I realized that the kind of result I was seeing in the campaigns was not kind of impressive. So I decided to create this blueprint for him and also explain to him on how to use Facebook ads to actually improve the business growth entirely. And eventually I decided to share this blueprint publicly. So you are welcome to this course once again, and let's jump straight into it. First thing first, we must understand that there are some major metrics to focus on in Facebook ads. So to understand these core metrics, it's going to be very crucial to the success that we can drive with Meta. The first one is cost per mile. This is the cost of 1,000 ad impressions. It means when Facebook shows your to 1,000 people, the specific amount that you are charged that you have to pay, that is the cost per mile. So if you can actually focus on how to reduce this cost per mile, then you can directly impact the overall spending that you are going to be making on the Meta Ads platform. So if you want to actually reduce how much you are spending and even get more customers or the same customer that you are getting, then this metric is something that is very crucial to your optimization. So the second metric is the click-through rate. This is the percentage of people who actually click on your ad. So this also directly determines the visibility and engagement that you get with your ad. Think of it like, if people find your ad attractive, if they find it captivating and they are clicking on it, then you are going to be getting better results and even better engagement. So that is also going to be determining the success of your advertising campaigns. And also, the third metric that we are going to be focusing on in this course is the ad click to conversion rate. If you have a lot of ad click that is converting into paying into conversions, that is into whatever goals that you have set, maybe it is app download, or maybe for like real estate, maybe you want people to submit a code request or whatever goal that you have. But for e-commerce, it is basically sales. So in this case, the number of ad click that converts into sales, that is the percentage of people who actually click on your ad and convert into paying customers. This also directly impacts your revenue turn on ad spend. So that is the third metric that you want to focus on. Now, talking about how to optimize your cost per mile. So the focus of cost per mile is to actually get to that point where you are going to be lowering how much you are spending in terms of cost, and also maximizing how much the number of people you are reaching. So there are about 8 things that you can do to improve this cost per mile. The first one is to narrow your target audience. So by narrowing your target audience, it means to identify your ideal customer and target them precisely. And how do you go about this? You go about this by actually creating a buyer persona. You can use a tool like AI tool like ChatGPT or Gemini to actually create a buyer persona of the kind of people that you want to target. Try to understand their behaviors, their interests, their day-to-day habits, and their attributes. So you can actually put all this into your targeting options to be able to narrow your targeting and go to get your ads to actually meet these categories of people precisely. And the next thing you want to do is to avoid ad set overlap. You need to ensure that your ad sets target distinct audiences to prevent bidding against yourself. What this means is that for every advertising campaign, there are 3 layers of structures. There are 3 layers in the structure. The first one is the campaign level, and the second one is the ad set level, and the third one is the ad level. The campaign level is where you set your budget of how much you actually want to spend on the advertising. And also, the asset level is that point where you actually choose a specific targeting option, that the locations and all, where you want to target, the people you want to target, the targeting options, the placement, where you want your ads to appear, and all that. So that is the second layer of the advertising campaign. And at that point is where you want to make sure that different ad sets has different targeting specifications. You don't want to use different an ad set to be like multiple assets to be targeting the same audience. No, that is not the way to actually maximizing your reach and also lowering your cost. You are going to be ending up bidding against yourself and even spending more money unnecessarily. So that is one of the first things that I do when I audit a meta ad account for clients, to check how well they are actually specifically targeting audiences with their ad set, and how they are segmenting different targeting options. That is very crucial to lowering the cost, also maximizing the reach. So the third one I want to talk about is to consolidate your ad performing ad sets and underperforming ad sets. By consolidating underperforming ad sets, it means to regularly review the performance of your ad sets and also match low performing ad sets to improve performance and also reduce cost. So basically, this means that sometimes you have ads that are not performing well, that is not bringing results, that's not bringing sales, and you have ad sets that are bringing sales. So what you want to do is to put more money and more budget into the ads that are bringing sales. Use the money you are spending on the that are not bringing sales. So it means you need to match low performing ad sets to improve performance and also reduce cost. So if you end up putting the more budget into that are performing well, then you are going to be making more sales and more revenue. But deleting ads that are not performing well regularly, you are also going to be saving yourself from wasting a lot of money. And this is one of the very crucial mistakes that I've seen that a lot of business owners make. Not reviewing this is more like they are to be spending times four of what they could be spending, and even wasting a lot of money eventually. Now, the third one is The fourth one is to monitor external factors. There are times that maybe like festive period, the holiday periods where you need to like Black Friday periods where you need to take advantage of the trend and stuff like that. So you need to stay updated on the trends and also the current events that are going on to adjust your bidding strategy and also create ad creatives to capitalize on these opportunities to avoid kind of like missing out and also maximize your reachability and lowering your cost eventually. So the fifth one is the strategic placement. We have different placement in meta art, like the stories, the reels, and the different display networks, and also even there are also other websites that gone into partnership with Facebook where your art can be shown. It's not only when you run ads on Facebook, it's not only on Facebook that your art is shown. There are other websites that your can be shown to people. It's like a network. So that is, prioritizing placements where your target audience is most likely to engage with your ad is going to be helping you to maximize your, and also you need to consider maybe it is reels that is working best for you or it is stories that is working best for you. And also, if you have to like place some kind of like emphasis on some certain placement, then you need to do this to be able to get better results. So the next thing you want to do to is frequency capping. So frequency capping means to limit the number of times your ads are shown to the same user. You need to make sure that it's not too you don't end up showing your ads to too much to people to the level where they kind of get irritated by your advertising campaigns. And also you need to prevent ad fatigue and also improve the ad performance. So regularly refreshing your can also help you to actually achieve this. So the sixth one point I want you to focus on is to make sure that the quality of your creative is top notch. If you have a very high quality creative, by creating very appealing and engaging, then you are going to be resonating with your target audience more. So you need to use high quality images and videos and compelling. So I did something recently. I tested between a video and graphics creative, and I realized that sometimes even videos, even images can work more than videos for some sites, for some certain kind of, and this can be due to some certain factors. Maybe the messaging is different, or maybe some kind of offer that you have actually put in some kind of in the image. So you need to like experiment and see which one works best. And also the final one is to be able to lower your cost and maximize your reach is to make sure that you are aligning your campaign objective. By aligning your campaign objective, I mean to choose the right campaign objective that aligns with your specific goal. If you want sales, choose sales as your campaign objective. Don't want sales and go and be selecting engagement or website traffic. They are not correlating. Whatever goals that you want is what you want to focus. And also you need to use conversion focused objectives to actually direct sales and also generate leads. So that is how to actually maximize your cost per mile by increasing your reach and lowering your cost. So the next metric that we are going to be discussing is the click-through rate. So to optimize your click-through rate, you need to get your ad to be able to grab attention easily and drive engagement. This is very critical because the goal of the ad is to actually get people to click. Once you are able to get people to click, at that point you are successful enough. So the next thing is to actually make sure that you funnel them in a way that you give them what they want, improve the ads performance. But regularly refreshing your ad creatives to maintain interest and also testing different ad variations will help you to identify the most cost-effective elements. So that's the first thing that you need to do to actually be able to grab attention and drive engagement with your ads. So the second thing you want to make sure you focus on is to create very compelling ad messaging. Messaging is everything. You can be using video, graphics, or whatever. If the messaging is not good enough, nobody's gonna click. So that is why you need to use strong action-oriented language, something that actually resonates with your target audience, the kind of headline, the ad copy. You also need to highlight the unique selling points, how your product actually solves their problem, how it addresses their pain points. And you also need to use clear and concise call to actions to drive this result. So basically, that is how to actually optimize your click-through rate. The third option is to actually be effective with your ad visuals by using high quality images and videos that are visually appealing and relevant to your target audience. Then you are going to be getting a lot more click-through rate. So if you are failing in this click-through rate, these are the things that you need to focus on. And also consider using eye-catching visuals such as before and after shot. There are different templates for the advertising creative. It could be like before and after. It could be like maybe unboxing a product, or maybe some kind, maybe even when you upload, maybe when you kind of packaging your product, you can like be behind the scene kind of description of your product and all those kind of stuff. Those are the things that you want to use to make sure you use to maximize how much the number of click-through rate that you are getting, and how well you are grabbing people's attention and driving engagement with your ad. So, and also the fourth one is to you experiment between different art types. I mentioned this, like experimenting between videos and graphics and different creatives. You'll be able to, even carousel works a lot. So in fact, the way I normally structure ad is to actually have an image ad, a video ad, and carousel. Then you experiment between these three, see which one is resonating more with your target audience, and test different ad formats, and also identify the format that perform best for you to be able to focus on that specific format. And the final one is to build brand awareness by prioritizing placements where your target audience are most likely to engage with you are going to be, getting much more brand awareness with your on your ad. And you need to consider using like real stories and other visually driven placement, which are currently working and helping brands to actually scale their revenue currently. So the final the final optimization metric that we want to focus on is the conversion rate, which actually helps us to like convert clicks into customers. So how to go about converting clicks into customers is the number one is to make sure that your landing page speed is very top notch. By optimizing your landing page load time, you need to reduce how much people bouncing away when they click your ads. Like when people click your ads, they want to like transcend the journey of coming to visit your website or chatting you up on WhatsApp. That experience, you need to make it very fast. Even if it is WhatsApp that you are chatting people up, you need to make sure that you respond fast. You don't want them to, kind of get discouraged. And that where they are kind of hot leads, then you need to like immediately respond to them. And also, if it is a website, you need to like compose your images to minimize your HTTP request, and also leverage browser caching to make sure that your website or landing page is loading very fast and helping you to make the sales very quick enough. So the next thing you want to focus is on high quality audience targeting. By using detailed targeting criteria to attract users who are more likely to come, then you need to consider using lookalike audiences to expand your reach. So the third one you want to do is to use user-friendly landing pages, like create clear, concise landing pages with strong call to actions, and use mobile-friendly design to ensure a very seamless user experience. By minimizing the distractions and also focusing on key messages, then you will be able to actually convert clicks into customers better. And the next one is to make sure that you make all the experience seamless. You don't want people to get to your landing page and try to make payments and they are having issues. No, it's very bad. You need to make sure you fix your issue, whatever issues you are having with your payment gateway, whether it is Payoneer or Flutterwave or whatever payment gateway you are using. You need to fix whatever issues that you have so that people have a very good experience in making payment. If you can even offer multiple payments, like maybe transfer or payment on delivery or whatever ways that you feel that will resonate with your target audience. And also, the next thing you want to do is to make sure that your content are very persuasive. You need to use compelling copies, visuals to persuade users to take action, and also highlight the benefit of your product and services by using social proof, introducing some level of psychological acts like testimonial views. It helps you to build trust. People kind of like, you know, get much more value from you, and they get a lot of answers and objections, answered even before making the payment. So that is one of the ways to actually optimize your conversion rates. They might have some kind of objections, but if you have product descriptions that already answer those questions, then they are going to be making the payment easily, and it's going to be helping them to actually transcend into the paying customer that you want. And the final one is to create urgency and offering. I have seen in the past that when my client actually introduce urgency, and it works well generally, like when you introduce urgency, like maybe limited, maybe a kind of bonus that's going to be ending in some certain period, you kind of see people rushing to make payment and even buying. So you need to use this limited time offers and discounts, maybe like free shipping, to encourage immediate action. You also need to create a sense of urgency to use phrases like limited stock and also time sensitive offer to make sure that you improve your conversion. So those are the ways that you can actually use to like optimize your ad. If you can actually optimize these key metrics, I can bet you are going to be seeing instant improvement in your advertising campaigns. And this is something that you do regularly. Like you optimize for every ad that you are putting budget on. You need to make sure that you do this. And also, there are some key strategies for that can actually get you long-term success. And I have used this in the past. I noticed that if you continuously optimize different variations to identify the most effective strategies, you are going to be getting better results. I promise you. So the test headlines and also the ad copy, images, and landing pages going to be very, very crucial in your experimentations. Even if it's just placement of call to action alone, make sure that you experiment everything to be able to like grow the revenue you are making from the ad. And also, marketing analytics is very crucial. By tracking and analyzing you are going to be able to make effective judgment of okay, what kind of video am I audience? Okay, it is when I use this kind of messaging that they are kind of responding well. So what is the reason behind that response that I'm getting? Is it that there is something that actually appeal to their interest? You can think of it like when LinkedIn, for example, this is a SaaS product. When they were kind of growing their growth marketing team, what they realized was a lot of people when they have they register on LinkedIn and they kind of like follow 30 people, they are prone to staying longer on LinkedIn than people who do not actually follow 30 people. So what they did was to create a mechanism for people to actually instantly follow 30 people instantly. So that eventually when they analyze the data, they realize that the reason why people who follow about 30 contacts instantly get engaged more with the platform was because when you follow about 30 people, you always see something on your feed. There's always a message from your friend, your colleague, or maybe somebody you have connected with that enhances your engagement, traction, and also help you to, stay long on the platform. So that is how to use analytics to monitor key performance indicators and also track metrics such as impressions, the click, the conversion, and return on ad spend. So by using the data-driven insights to optimize your ad campaigns, I bet you are going to be getting very good results. Also, there must be a collaboration between the team. At my digital consulting firm, what we do is there is a collaboration between the creative team that do the graphic design, the video, and the data analytics team, and also the advertising team. So everybody works together hand in hand to make sure that we collaborate to make sure we get the best that works perfectly well for our target audience and specific client. So basically, by implementing these strategies and also continuously monitoring and optimizing your campaigns, you can achieve a very significant improvement in your meta ads performance and also drive sustainable growth for your business. So thank you. And if you have any question, you can send it to me in the comment section or message me in my DM directly, and I'll be there for you. Thank you, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.